So, West Ham United have bid. I don't know why I did that then. West Ham United apparently have bid £50 million for Leeds United's Kalvin Phillips. Well, that throws up more questions than answers. Firstly, Leeds must be thinking, oh, no, not you lot again. We just dealt with this with Rafinha. Go away, leave us alone. I'm pretty sure they're fed up with this already. So many questions. Firstly, why now? Secondly, what does it mean? Well, it means we've bid for Kalvin Phillips. Thirdly, what about Declan Rice? You don't need to buy Kalvin Phillips when you've got Declan Rice and Thomas Souček in the heart of your midfield. It can mean only one thing, and that is that he is there as Declan Rice's replacement. This is not the news that I wanted to hear. I am all for being hearing news that we're signing players or that we've made bids for players. I like to hear it. I suggested a couple of days ago, I quite like that aspect of the transfer window. But some of them just leave you with a cold chill. And this is one because, well, it ain't the striker, it ain't the centre-back, and it ain't the left-back. That's fine. But it means only one thing. Because these are the two guys, and I mean Kalvin Phillips and Declan Rice, who operate in the heart of Gareth Southgate's midfield. Look, put aside for a moment whether one is better than the other. They are. But just put that aside for one moment. It's the obvious replacement, isn't it? We're going to discuss in a minute whether we think Leeds would sell or whether Kalvin Phillips would want to come. I do think it's really, really interesting. And I do... Look, this is the story that's out there at the moment, and this is what we're going to discuss. But my point is, when I saw this transfer rumour, it didn't leave me with much of a feel-good factor, has to be said. This video, by the way, is sponsored by... No, you're wrong. It's sponsored by Manscaped. I know I've got this one out. This is the Weed Whacker. This is the Weed Whacker. Goes up your router. If you need such things, I do. I am at the time of life where there's hair sprouting from all sorts of places. And I tell you what, the Weed Whacker is just a job. It's not the only thing they do. They do a lot of male grooming products. The other thing that I like is the lawnmower. You've seen those other nasty things I got with the nasty big gnashy teeth. The lovely thing about Manscaped is they seem to have developed some sort of ceramic tooth mechanism. It does that, and it does it without ripping all your skin up. And best of all, we can give you a discount, 20% off. Go on to manscaped.com. The link is in the description below. Enter Hammers Chat, all one word, and you get 20% off of all their products. Go and give it a whirl. Great gear, great supporters of the channel, and we thank them very, very much. Talking about trimming... That's a little segue there. Talking about trimming, the trimming of the squad. I can't believe this Kalvin Phillips thing. But I do believe it. I'm sorry, I do actually believe it. Okay. He's 26 years of age and he's a little bit injury prone. That's the negatives of it. I think he's a really, really good player. He's in fact the only player that I would consider that would be able to fill Declan Rice's boots. He can't do all the things that Declan does. I don't think he's going to offer that goal threat. I'm not sure how much of a leader he is. Couldn't possibly say. You know, I mean, Declan's a captain. It'd be a massive leadership qualities that would have to be filled for anybody replacing him, or somebody else in the squad would have to do that job. However, Phillips would be the best one for the job, I think. The 50 million, I just can't see it. I can't see it. And I understand there's going to be Leeds fans that comment on this video. Yesterday I did a video about Rafinha. Again, don't shoot the messenger. That's just the story that was out there. The Rafinha story, a lot of people saying you wouldn't get him for 50 million. I'm pretty sure there'd be Leeds fans saying you can't have Kalvin Phillips for 50 million. I'm pretty sure we can't. And I'm pretty sure we wouldn't. But it is a lot of money. Now, I don't know the state of Leeds' finances. I really don't. I don't know whether they need money or how rich the owners are. I don't know anything about it at all. But for the same reason I said yesterday, I can't see how this would be an attractive deal for Leeds. Just as I can see why the Rafinha deal would be an attractive deal for Leeds. It's really whether it interests the players or not. Now, there's some suggestion that Leeds players get injured quite a lot, and Kalvin Phillips being one of them, because of the way Bielsa trains, because of the way Bielsa plays. Apparently, he's quite a crippling sort of manager in terms of what he expects the players to do. Quite a punishing sort of regime. Possibly Kalvin Phillips joins West Ham and whatever. I don't know. Our training's better. The physios are better. We're not putting the players under the same kind of strain. I really don't know. I just find it. I do believe we're interested. I do believe we'd bid. But there's separate things. I can't ever see this happening, by the way. I just cannot ever see it happening. But the fact that we are willing and looking to do it now is a major, major concern. It's so easy to put 2 and 2 together and think you're coming up with 6, but you might actually be coming up with 4. And that is that Rafinha, I said yesterday, Rafinha operates in the same area of the pitch as Jared Bowen. Obviously, Phillips, central midfield. I mean, they're easy links to make, aren't they? Really, the Bowen one, I'm not so sure. I meant what I said yesterday. I don't feel that Rafinha would be coming in to take Bowen's place. I feel that Moyes would do a David Moyes, which would turn Rafinha into a forward. So I don't feel that. But there is just I can make the case for that. You can either agree with me or disagree with me. But there's a case to be made that you think, okay, Rafinha can play in the team separately to Bowen. There'll be another position on the pitch for him. I just don't think there's any way that you can think that if Kalvin Phillips comes in, that he plays alongside Declan Rice. I just don't think we're that ambitious. I don't think we've got that much money. Why would we go and... It's not what we need at the moment. Declan Rice is fantastic. Thomas Souček is fantastic. What we need is a striker. What we need is a left back. All the stuff you already know. It is a worry. It is a worry. Has Declan Rice already agreed to join somebody else? Do we know that? Have we been given forewarning? We know. We understand Declan Rice isn't signing a new contract. Is this us trying to get our deals? It's weird. It doesn't make sense. If so, then this is a deal for the start of next season, right? Or is Declan Rice going now? I mean, this doesn't make any sense. This has got me really worried. Actually, really worried. The more I think about it. But why would West Ham start doing deals for next summer when we can't even do the deals that we need to do for this window? I mean, we need players in now. Well, never mind next summer. A bit of a worry. A bit of a worry. Also, I think with a lot of these deals, we're not leaving. Let's say we do want both these players. Let's say we're offering. I find it hard to believe offering 50 million for Rafinha, 50 million to Kalvin Phillips. We're not giving Leeds any time to sign any replacements, and you know Leeds are going to need players. I mean, they're dropping like flies. They've really big injury issue. We know this. We just played them twice. First time in the cup when we won. Second time in the league they beat us. But you know, they had some players coming back from injury and that. But they do have injury issues. Do have injury problems. Now maybe they need to sell before they can buy. You certainly get the feeling that Leeds need to spend quite a lot of money. It's very strange. The one thing I would say on this as well is that if Kalvin Phillips did come in, it may well be the best thing that ever happened to Thomas Souček. Because you would find that Kalvin Phillips would probably wouldn't do all the constant marauding that Declan Rice does. I doubt you'd find Kalvin Phillips popping up at left wing as often as Declan Rice does, for instance. However, what it would do if he was sitting, it would allow Thomas Souček to then get forward and be the Thomas Souček of last season. I mean, just when you think things are calming down, this is not good at all. I mean, Declan Rice leaving, I think we all expect it to happen at some point. But the fact we're bidding for Phillips makes me think he's going. The fact that we're bidding for Phillips now, he's not going now, is he? I mean, seriously, Declan Rice isn't leaving West Ham in his transfer window, is he?